Coffee too. And we'll get a sound check in just a moment from our staff. Okay, so it says we're live. Very good. Good morning, everybody. Hi there. I'm Brian Cummings with the E-commerce Business School, and this is Saturday Morning Live for e-commerce sellers. We're starting off a few minutes early, as we always do, to let the electrons warm up and get people a chance to get their notifications and start to join us. And this morning we have a special guest, Marianne Scheckelman of Central Wisconsin Prep, Pack, and Ship. Did I get it right? Did I get your title?
You did.
Yes, Central Wisconsin Prep, Pack, and Ship. It's a mouthful. So she's going to talk about FBA prep centers and her own OA business, OA and wholesale business. And well, anyway, we'll get into that. So good morning, Marianne. How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little bit stuffy because of the allergies, but we'll get through this.
And well, you're in Wisconsin. Is that a big allergy area? You know, lots of, I don't know what goes on. Is there a lot of pollen there?
There is
Okay. And it's
a lot
springtime,
of
of
it.
course. All right. So let's get a sound check. I've got, I hear that I sound good. And let me look on Facebook and see if people are joining us here. So one moment there we go. Okay, Aaron Stitch has his EBS cup in hand and ready to learn. So Utah is in the house. Welcome, Aaron. Aaron was a recent guest on our Saturday Morning Live. So if you're hearing us, go ahead and post in the chat and let us know that you're here. There's Chris. She says, sounds good. Thank you, Chris. All right, YouTube is good too. So I think we're good to go. One more moment. We'll wait just to the very top of the hour and we'll kick it off. So you have your screen, you have stuff that you're going to show us. You have all that
Yes,
ready?
it's all up and ready.
Okay. Let's see, there's Dick Spencer with us. Hi, Dick. Good to see that you're here. And Cindy, Gina is here from Mississippi. And Kevin Tate, let's get this information. Okay. So let's get on it. Here we go. Good morning, everybody. This is Saturday Morning Live for e-commerce sellers. It's our podcast here at the E-commerce Business School that we do every Saturday morning, bringing you the latest in e-commerce news and Amazon news, arbitrage selling. We have lots of training. Also, our coaches come on here and present. And then we also bring in guests, not only from our community, but also from services like Marianne Scheckelman of Central Wisconsin Prep, Pack, and Ship. So good morning again, Marianne.
Good morning, Brian.
Okay, I'm so glad that you're here with us. And I know you're a little stuffy. That's okay. Let's welcome our new members. Get that screen there. Welcome, new members. We've had quite a few people join us in the past couple of weeks. So if you're brand new, please go ahead and post on the page and just say, hey, I'm new and I'm super glad to be here. Or maybe you have a question about what you'd like to learn today. We're going to be talking about prep centers and getting your products sent into Amazon in an efficient and money-saving manner. So welcome very much. Glad that you're here with us. We always speak about our three pillars of e-commerce success. I guess you could say we hang our hat on this. And the three pillars are generate cash flow. That's where you jumpstart your business, keep it going. And cash flow is king. You've got to have cash flow to make a business work. Once you've got that cash flow started, you can begin to automate systems. And this will help you free up your time and scale your business. And by creating systems in your business, you're building assets. Your business is becoming more valuable. It has worth that you can then sell if you wish, or you can pass on to family members. Generate cash flow, automate systems, build assets, the three pillars of e-commerce success. We would like you to share our Saturday Morning Live with others, if you will. So you'll find the share button down at the bottom corner, either the right or the left. If you wouldn't mind just sharing this with friends and family, kind of bring people into our fold, so to speak, we'd really appreciate that. And we've been doing the weekly Feed the Beast challenge for about the past month. We've had a number of winners who have posted screenshots of their FBA shipping or their Amazon weekly sales, the graph with all the bars on it that you get from Amazon. It doesn't matter how big or how small, we want to see what you're doing and also be able to just to congratulate you for your success. So when you post in our group pages and use the hashtag Feed the Beast, it enters you into our Feed the Beast challenge. And this week's winner is Louise Zaukelis. She's posted those pictures there right there of her FBA shipment. So congratulations, Louise. We'll be reaching out to you with the award. And we want to congrats to our other participants, Aaron Stitch, who's on this call, and Bernice, Elizabeth, Mary Jo, Ronald Dupree, and Sean. Thank you very much for participating in this. All right, so let's talk about FBA prep. And this is Marianne Shuckleman of Central Wisconsin, Prep, Pack, and Ship. And Marianne, if you would give us a little bit of background about Amazon, I think it's important that people know that you are an arbitrage seller and wholesale seller yourself, not just owning a prep center, but you're also deeply involved in the business as a seller.
Correct. So 7 years ago, we were running a business. We chose to close the business, and I had an empty building. So I got into eBay and Amazon at that time. And then I had a friend reach out. He was from New York. And of course, he lived in a high rise, and up and down with the boxes, up and down with the boxes. And he messaged me one day and he said, "Would you mind if I just bought online and shipped it to you?" And that's how we literally started. And then it's been by word of mouth. We've never paid for any advertising or anything like that. So that's how we actually got started. We outgrew that building within a year. We bought another building, outgrew that the next year, added a 60 by 60 on 2 years ago. Now we're outgrowing that. So we either build on. I'm not sure what the answer is. My husband will be 63 in July. So we're kind of at the point, we just don't know.
I have a picture here of a couple warehouse shots and staff. I know this is an older picture. You have 6 staff members here with you.
Correct.
On this. Is that still your staff at this point?
Yes.
Okay, so that's pretty neat that you get to hire and support people in your local area through your prep center too. Any idea of how many packages you have going through your prep center on an average day?
We probably do 1,000 to 5,000 a day.
Okay, that's a wide range too.
Yeah.
So at times you have to really hustle when you have more products coming in to get them out on a regular basis.
Correct. We've always had a 24-hour turnaround,
Mm-hmm.
24 to 48. So, and we've never changed that, whether it's Q4 or we had a semi-load of toys come in, and that's one and only Saturday we worked, but we worked to get it out for Monday shipment. So we had 5 FedEx trucks show up yesterday. I was a little overwhelmed.
You never know what's coming in. I mean, you do get the spreadsheets ahead of time from members that say they've ordered products to expect them.
Correct. But yeah, we don't know what's going to be delivered on a daily basis. We have no idea.
That keeps you on your toes, keeps things interesting.
Definitely.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit more about the roots of you selling on Amazon and the sourcing that you do.
So right now we've went to 90% OA. I have 2 VAs, and a girlfriend of mine does our buying. We order anywhere from 100 to you'll see it when I start sharing my screen through the months and how we have it all hooked together through Google Sheets. And Easton Insight can be your best friend in the whole entire world.
Our members know that. Yes.
It's so nice with that Google integration. it's a push of a button and it goes right to the spreadsheet.
Would you like to share a screen and just show the process and what you do? Great.
Okay, share. Okay. So here is literally, as you can see, this is what our VAs do on a daily basis. And like I said, ASIN Insight is great. This all comes from them with the push of a button. It gives us our UPC seller approved. And if the new sellers can get used to using this, if you're logged into your Amazon account, right here, it's going to tell you whether you can sell it or not. And like I said, that's just a push of a button from ASIN Insight.
Okay, so everybody knows here, this is your spreadsheet that you use with your VAs to find products for your Amazon business. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
And you've got it connected with AZ Insight so that when they're on in fact, do you have a Amazon product page where you could just show what AZ Insight is for people that don't know? I could see one kind of right in the middle, one of those tabs.
Okay. Yep, but this keeps popping up. Okay, let's see here. Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes.
So go ahead.
So this is literally, it's right here. Copy to Google Sheet. You put all your information here and your buy cost. So say my buy cost was, I don't know, let's say $9.99. And then I'm just going to copy it to the Google Sheet. And if we come over to our Google Sheet, let's see, that's going to go to June. It's right there.
So for our viewers who are new to OA, AZ Insight, the tool that you just saw on the Amazon product page, is an extension that will evaluate the product. And then you can export that information, all that data from Amazon, into a spreadsheet. Marianne has her own spreadsheet set up, but those of you that are members with EBS and are using our spreadsheet, our arbitrage research tool, you'll know that we have the same setup with AZ Insight, where at the click of the button, just like Marianne showed you, it'll populate the spreadsheet. And by the way, for our members, we've just updated our spreadsheet to account for the new costs at Amazon and added a few more data points from AZ Insight. So you'll want to make sure, if you're an EBS member, you're using our spreadsheet to go and update that. All right, I thought it was important just to give a little background for those that haven't done this before. So we can see your sheet here. Now, these products have been found by your VAs.
Either by my VAs or a list. I use both.
Mm-hmm. And do you care to share the size of your business? Like how many leads you purchase on a day or a week?
I have 2 VAs, and then I have 3 other lists I purchase.
Okay. And we'll just let it go at that it's a sizable amount of inventory going into your account every week, isn't it?
Right.
Okay.
Right. I looked this morning. Let's see what let's see, in the last 12 months we did 373,000. Not that, I mean, I'd like that to grow, but it's a happy medium for us. It's good.
Considering you have a thriving prep center to run as well.
Correct.
Yes, I understand that. Mm-hmm. Well, that's cool. Okay. And you have, you also do some LRA, but not as much as you used to.
Somewhat.
LRA, some local retail arbitrage?
Correct. Yeah, we haven't done local arbitrage for probably about 3 months now.
Okay. It's convenient staying at home and just having the products arrive by mail.
Right.
Why don't you tell us a little bit more about your prep center?
So this is a workflow that we're, if they want it set up like this, we can set it up like this. This is just what I use. So everybody's inventory is separated from each other. If they have inventory lab, we will go in and set their shipments up. If they do not have inventory lab, as many of you know that Amazon has changed their way of creating shipments, but you can go back to the old shipment. So if they're using inventory lab, we're just gonna go from here right into inventory lab and take all their information and just create shipments for them.
Okay, so if our members are having or they're purchasing products through OA, online arbitrage, they have them sent directly to you. They let you know that the products are coming through a spreadsheet or through inventory lab or through both.
They are gonna just on this spreadsheet.
Okay,
then when we're looking at it, once they get 30 or more products, we're going to go in and create that shipment for them. They set us up an email for inventory lab and a password.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I have them do that is because I'm out of emails. So they will create a email password, put it on their workflow, and then we'll go in and create that shipment for them.
Okay. You provide them with a spreadsheet like this.
Correct.
And they let you know what's coming. Can they use the information coming from AZ Insight? Can they just populate the spreadsheet with AZ Insight?
Yes. They can go into their settings and put all this information in there. Oops, I don't know what I did. So in their settings, they can just put all this in there and then populate it to their workflow.
Okay. And then they let you know it's on the way.
Yes.
What happens as the products start to arrive?
The inventory people will check it in. And then once they let me know that there's 30 items or more, everybody has learned how to run inventory lab now. Where before only a couple of us did it, but they all have learned it and they will go in. We just take this. So we're just going to copy and paste this over to inventory lab and create a new batch. We'll name it CWPPS number 1 to whatever shipment we're on for that client.
Okay, so you wait until you have at least 30 products that have arrived.
Correct.
Then go in and create the batch. Now, if they don't use Inventory Lab, you just go into their Seller Central account. What happens at that point?
If they do not use Inventory Lab, they have to create the shipment and send it to us.
Okay, so they create their shipment in Seller Central.
And they're just going to email us that the shipment is ready. And we'll take over from there.
And then you complete the shipping plan in their
Correct.
back office? Okay. Well, obviously, it's going to be easier for them if they're using Inventory Lab.
Right.
It's something we certainly recommend. So tell us, what else happens?
So then we're going to go in and create the shipment and off to Amazon it goes. Like I said, we like to do the 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Inventory sitting in our warehouse is not making the client money,
Mm-hmm.
And then if they look in their Amazon account, they can see that it's ready to ship. In fact, sometimes that doesn't even update right away, but if it says it's ready to ship, it's out the door, actually.
Do you have more to share with us from your screen?
I do. I ran into this problem. It's not a problem, but I want to make new sellers aware of something. So I'm going to go to, this keeps popping down. Okay. I want to go to this listing, and like I said, ASIN Insight is your very best friend. So I am logged into my Amazon account, and I'm on a product page. And the first thing that I'm aware of is this black X right here.
Mm-hmm.
And as you see, it says you are not eligible to list this product. And I had a discussion with a client yesterday, and she's like, why can't I sell this? So I'm going to scroll down here. As you can see, this is a private label. There's only one person on the listing. And if you click on this, it's going to take you to the store. And whether this is really, these products are found on retail arbitrage, and whether they're using those pictures or products, we still can't list this. They've got it set up as a private label.
So there are some brands and categories as well that will stop people from being able to list. In other words,
Correct.
their seller accounts are restricted and they can't sell this particular brand. And this brand being private label, it just means that there's an individual seller that doesn't retail this, or they don't send it out, they don't wholesale it to retail stores where you can just go pick it up. And even so, Amazon's not going to let you sell it because of the restrictions.
Correct. Yes.
So go back to the product page and show that X again so people can be aware of that.
Right here. And like I said, you're going to want to be logged into your Amazon seller account and have that just in the background. But right here is the dead giveaway that, and like I said, this product is found at retail. So is it right? Absolutely not. But someone put their brand name on this, and now it's restricted to anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a feeling, looking at that store, that's exactly what they're doing. They're using, a retail supplier, but they put their name on it, blocking anybody else from selling it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. This product isn't really this seller's product. They've just put their name on it, and somehow
Correct.
they've got it so it's restricted to others.
Correct.
I see. Yeah. Well, that's part of the Amazon game. That does happen. There's some sellers out there that do not play fair. Nevertheless, if you try to buy, or let's say you do buy this product from retail and you send it to a prep center, like Marianne's prep center, and you can't list it, what are they gonna do with it? And that's why you're sharing this with us, right?
Correct. And what we do at that point is we're gonna request that you send us a prepaid label, and we're just gonna ship it back to your supplier.
So if you're the seller that wants to sell this product, this is going to cost you money by not checking ahead of time to see if you have approval to sell the product, that it's not restricted to you. And of course, AZ Insight can really help you with that.
Exactly. And that's why we have on our buy sheet seller approval. You'll know right away. I've had I don't know if there's any on this one. I don't see. I mean, even my girls have bought stuff that we can't sell that we had to send back.
Occasionally, do some of your customers at your prep center, do they get approval while the product is there? Do they go through that process? Mm-hmm.
Correct. We'll just send a copy of the invoice, and a lot of times they need pictures, so we'll send pictures also for that.
Well, let's talk a little bit more about that. So a person is trying to get approval and they've gone to a bona fide distributor of the product. They want to get approval for that brand. So they buy their 10 units or more of a product. And then instead of them receiving it and taking photos and going through that approval process, they can actually do that through you. You'll do that as a service for them?
We don't do the approval, but we will send them the invoice and take the pictures for them. And they go through the approval process.
Well, that's an awesome service. We have that in our training for helping people get engaged with different brands and product categories. I wasn't aware that you did that service. That's wonderful.
Yes, we will do that.
Do you also warehouse if somebody has a large shipment and only wants to send half of it in to FBA? Do you provide that service?
Yes. We have a private label client. And of course, some of the stuff comes from here in the States and some of it comes from China. So until it all gets to us, we warehouse it.
Wonderful. How about any multi-channel fulfillment? Do you help people with
Yes.
doing merchant fulfilled shipping for them?
Right. So people sell on Walmart, they sell, have their own website. The only thing that we request is that you set up a ShipStation account, give us a login so we can go in every morning and check. We have a list of clients that we do that for, and we merchant fulfill from there. ShipStation will pull everything all together for us, where we're not logging into their Walmart account, we're not logging into their Amazon account, and we just ship right from ShipStation.
So imagine this, and I'm speaking to the viewers who are selling on Amazon now, and they're thinking about, well, what's next? They want to scale their business. So certainly you can scale by sending more products to Amazon, but what if you could sell those same exact products on other marketplaces? So Amazon has a function called multi-channel fulfillment, which allows them to send your FBA products to to your customers, no matter where they come from. But you can also do that by selling on other platforms and not sending FBA products, not sending the products you've already sent to Amazon, but having a service like Marianne who will ship those products. So she's warehousing it, just like FBA, and then shipping it on to the customer that you sold through Facebook Marketplace, through Walmart. Does it matter which marketplace it is? Is it as long as it's connected to ShipStation?
No, it doesn't. And I believe that Target is going to be opening up to third-party sellers also.
They might as well. There's so many OA sellers buying from them. They might as well jump in on that bandwagon.
Right.
Yes. I think that's just the way. If why fight them? Join them instead of fighting them.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So this allows you to really scale your business, and that's the important point here. You don't have to be limited to just selling on Amazon. You can sell through these other marketplaces. And if you're scaling your business, you don't want to be doing all the shipping yourself. So ShipStation is like a postal software. It's a shipping software that allows you to print postage, put it on the package, and they manage orders that are coming from these different marketplaces. So a fulfillment service like Marianne's Central Wisconsin Prep, Pack, and Ship can use that interface, just like you're using Inventory Lab, using Amazon. It's just another interface that will handle the orders and allow them to fulfill your orders, to your customers. What else do you do for members? Do you bundle? Do you kit products, as it's called?
Yes. So we can, if you have a bundle is different products. You may have 3 different products that you want put together. We multi-pack. Multi-pack is 4, 2, 3, 4 of the same item. And they just put that on the on this workflow along with the ASIN. And if the girls have any questions at all, we're going to take this ASIN and go right to the Amazon product page.
Okay. So they can see exactly what's supposed to go in there.
Correct.
So you hang on to those products. You know it's a bundle because the member has sent you a bundle listing or a multi-pack listing, and you're
Correct.
expecting these products to arrive, and you just hang on to them until they all get there.
Correct.
Okay. What kind of things can go wrong in addition to not being approved, to having a restriction on a product? What other kind of things do you see?
We, Kohl's has a really bad habit of taking a sticker and putting it on the outside of a, coffee maker. So we'll just send the client pictures, so they can send it back. You don't want to be sending anything like that to Amazon. Amazon sends our stuff back to us like that, but
Mm-hmm.
so we'll send that back for them. We haven't been charging for returns. Whether it will come to that or not, I'm not sure. But as of today, we've never charged for returns as long as they send us a prepaid label.
I think it really helps for your clients to know that you understand what it's like to be an OA seller. You understand the pitfalls and some of the things that you can get tripped up on, like the stickers that are on there, and that you know what should be returned or taken care of ahead of time.
Right.
Yeah. You don't want somebody, if these are your products and there's a problem, you want somebody to help you rather than just send the stuff off to Amazon and then run into having to have it returned to you because it was
Yeah.
not
My
the right
biggest
product.
fear is having somebody's account suspended for something that we did. And my girls understand that. Um, it, we will check, and if worst came to worst, we would email the customer and say, hey, what's going on with this, before that product's ever going to go to Amazon. I just wouldn't risk that.
So if you're watching and you have questions about FBA prep, what's involved with it, what it's like to use a prep center, this is a great time to put your questions in. I see we answered a couple already. So thank you, Cindy, and thank you, Gail, for asking those questions. Marianne, how often do you get mismatches?
Really, if the client, when they're buying, if they're checking the ounces or checking the size, not a lot. Maybe a color on makeup or something, and we'll let them know. We'll mark this in red. Let's see what happened with this one. Let's go over. Oh, somebody bought something and we weren't approved, are not currently accepting. So we just returned that. But we'll mark the workflow in red. So, make notes. That was a mismatch. We did have to return it.
Mm-hmm.
But the girls are really good about, making sure that things match. Like I said, my biggest fear is I went through a count suspension last year. It was the worst 30 days of my life.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was when the pandemic was and the fair market pricing or whatever, and it was crazy. And of course, it happened like 2 days before my payout, so.
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. Just that those kinds of things do happen with Amazon occasionally, and when they do, we try to tell people have patience. We'll get it straightened
Correct.
out. It'll straighten out
Yes.
eventually.
Yep, it all straightened out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, was there anything else that you? Oh, here's a question from JR. What is the advantage of setting up a shipment through AZ Insight over setting up a shipment through Seller Central?
Okay, the shipment is not set up through ASIN Insight. The shipment is set up through Inventory Lab. It's just much easier for us. I don't know if anybody's logged into Seller Central recently, but they have changed the whole workflow. So we've had people that tried to use that. They're sending me screenshots of what we're supposed to be prepping. You print out the labels, it's got the XO number on it instead of the BO number. And I'm like, we can't work like this. You know, the description, we can't even get a full description of what we're supposed to be packing. And I'm just afraid that it would create all kinds of havoc if we labeled something wrong, or, you know, and that's why we use Inventory Lab. We can print the labels out right as, so the minute you put a product in here and add to your batch, we have it connected to our Dymo, and it's just going to print the label right then and there.
Okay. But if they're not using Inventory Lab, then they have to use that spreadsheet. Is that right? Here's the question that JR is saying. Well, so if I'm using Seller Central, how is it that AZ Insight connects with that? I think that's what he was really asking there.
AZ Insight, well, it does connect for like approval and stuff like that. But AZ Insight does not connect for creating a shipment.
It just connects to your spreadsheet. Yes? The spreadsheet
Correct.
that you've been showing people that they have to fill out?
Yes.
Okay. And then, so Marianne receives your information of which products you're going to send through this spreadsheet. And at that point,
Correct.
if you're not using Inventory Lab, you as the seller has to go into Amazon and start the shipment at that point.
Correct.
And then Marianne can finish up the shipment. So
yes.
Using Inventory Lab instead of that system allows her to start the shipment through Inventory Lab.
Right.
And that's the advantage of using Inventory Lab. Okay. So AZ Insight can be used either way, and it doesn't replace Seller Central. It doesn't replace Inventory Lab. It just makes it easier to get the data onto the spreadsheet here. And you're providing them with a spreadsheet that looks just like this. Is that correct?
No, but if they want it, if they have their AZ Insight set up like this, they can use this. But they've got to go into their settings for that.
Okay. Can they send you our spreadsheet that connects with AZ Insight? Does that solve?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's great. Okay, so if you're using the EBS arbitrage research spreadsheet, that's connected to AZ Insight. You can use that to connect with Marianne's business. She can get the products off of that. And then, especially if you're using Inventory Lab, she'll just take it from there and it'll all get handled.
Right.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for clarifying that. Okay, I don't see any other questions. Anything else that you'd like to share, Marianne?
I think I'm good.
All right. Let's go ahead and stop your screen there. I want to show everybody how to connect with you. There we go. Okay, so again, it's Central Wisconsin Prep, Pack, and Ship. And if you're an EBS member, you can go into our back office. There's a couple of pictures of our warehouse. You can go into our back office in the Tools and Resources section and just click that button there. It'll take you right to Central Wisconsin Prep, Pack, and Ship. There's a special offer for EBS members to save $35 off your first shipment. So you can use that. Otherwise, you could just go to the website for Central Wisconsin Prep, Pack, and Ship. Is it Central Wisconsin Prep, Pack, and Ship.com? I don't know. I just Googled it.
It's Central WI Prep, Pack, and Ship.
Okay. And the easiest way for me, it was just to Google it and it comes right up. And you're on Facebook as well.
Correct. Yes.
All right. So thank you very much for coming on to
Thank you for
our show
having me
today. Yeah. So many of our members have been using Central Wisconsin Prep, Pack, and Ship for, I don't know, we started recommending you a couple of years ago, recommending your service. Yes. You have any idea how many EBS members you've serviced over that time period?
15, 20, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Quite a few. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to go through a couple of closing slides here, a couple of announcements. I want to tell you about next week on Saturday Morning Live. We'll have peak performer Robin Jeffries with us. Robin has a really great methodical way of handling her business. And because of that, her business is growing month after month. She's setting goals, meeting those goals. And I think you want to hear her story. She's a basketball coach. She knows how to coach by fundamentals, and that's the same way that she runs her business. So you've got to come next Saturday to hear Robin and her success. Also, we have a mixer coming up in Orlando, Florida. Did you know we're traveling again? Isn't that nice? COVID has kind of kept us at home for the past year. Well, now we're starting to get out a little bit. And if you happen to live anywhere in the Florida area and you can join us on Monday, June 21st, it's just a fun mixer in Orlando, Florida. It's going to be at Ford's Garage Eatery and Pub. We have quite a few members that are in that area, and all the staff members, or many of the staff members from EBS will be there. So Ann Sieg, Coach Kurt, Lisa Celine, myself, David Sieg, Clark Davis is going to be there. Please come and join us there at Orlando, Florida. Here you can see it's Ford's Garage Eatery and Pub. If you want more information, please don't hesitate to contact support and ask for that. We've also sent out an email about this. We are starting our new Outsource and Scale Mastermind this coming Monday. So it starts Monday. There's a number of members who have already joined. And if you want to join this mastermind, please, we'd love to have you. You'll meet with Ed Dassey and have a consultation with him to kick it off. And then the classes with me starting Monday. You can go to joinebs.com/OSM. OSM for Outsource and Scale Mastermind. We have a wonderful community. This is from a picture from a live event in Minneapolis. We hope to be doing these again soon. To learn more, go to joinebs.com. And we like to say hustle and heart is what sets us apart. I think it's really that sets us apart. It's our community that sets us apart. And we have such great support here. So if you'd like to join our community, please come to joinebs.com. There's some great training there on that site. You'll hear some success stories from our members, and you too can join us. So please go to joinebs.com. This has been Saturday Morning Live for e-commerce sellers. Marianne, thank you once again from Central Wisconsin Prep Pack and Ship. And I'll let you get back. I know your husband's down there early because of the big shipment. So thank you again.
Have a great day.
All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.